Hey, if I asked you who you were or who are you, what would you tell me? Well, if you're like most people, because I ask this question probably more so now than ever, you would probably start listing off the different labels and positions or identities that you have become. It could be, I'm a coach, I'm a mother, I'm a father, an executive VP, I'm a CEO, I'm a business owner. The labels and identities go on and on and on. And it's those same labels and identities that people have allowed themselves to become are also the same labels and identities that limit a person to being only that. See, I didn't realize the significance of this until it's been about 6 months ago, when I was in meditation and I was shown, or guided, however you want to say it, to get rid of all labels. And at the time, I had no idea what that meant. I was like, get rid of all labels? What does that mean? And I started asking, going into a deeper meditation, and I was told, get rid of all labels that you associate yourself to or with. And at that time, I would have told you I was an international business coach, speaker, an entrepreneur. Those were really the things that I identified myself as. And because most of what I identified myself as or to was primarily around the business world. And it was what I wanted to be and what I wanted to become and what I wanted to do. And it wasn't until several months later when everything came together, when I came out of a meditation one morning. And it was one of those moments where, I'll be honest with you, it was one of those holy fuck moments where everything came together and I said to myself, holy shit, that is the answer that every human being has been and is searching for. I couldn't believe it, because here I was identifying myself as a coach, speaker, and entrepreneur. If I went even deeper than that, I would have just told you that I was a goofy guy from the Midwest and really nothing special. Yeah, I had some special gifts. I was good at what I did. But I would have never, in all my life, realized that I was what I had just become aware of. And it's not just me, we're all this. I was just in a position, and I put myself in that position to really discover it, because I wanted the truth. I was so tired of suffering and so tired of not being fulfilled and happy and joyful that I just got to a place where I was like, okay, enough is enough. Let's figure this out. Just what is the truth? What is it going to take for me to be happy, fulfilled, have all the love that I desire? And I remember coming out of that meditation that morning. And prior to this, I'd been in for about 6.5 months where I had done nothing but meditate, work out once a day, and do the necessities. I wasn't seeing clients. I wasn't creating a business. I wasn't doing anything other than meditating and because I wanted the truth. And it was intense, don't get me wrong. I mean, it was a roller coaster because I didn't know at the time what was happening. And looking back, man, was it beautiful, amazing, extraordinary. Those words don't even come close to describing this, because when everything came together, everything that I went through the previous 6.5 months, almost 7 months, was all worth it. Because now I knew with absolute certainty what and who I really am. And what we are, you, me, all of us. And I just couldn't believe it, because, again, all of my life, I've been conditioned to be something that I really wasn't. And it was such a limited version of who I am and who you are and who we are, that we just kind of succumb to that kind of belief. And it is the furthest thing from the truth of who and what we are. Because we're not the labels or the identifiers that we have allowed ourselves to become, that we've allowed society to place on us. We're not this human experience, this mind body. Yeah, physically we are, but that is not who we are. I promise you that's not who we are. That's not who you are. We're something and someone so spiritual and so powerful and so full of love, joy, happiness, peace, abundance, that the human mind can't even comprehend it. And it's that same human mind that prevents you or allows you to believe that you are something less than who you really are. It's that human mind that still convinces you that you lack anything, or that you have limitations. It's that human mind in others that convince you of this same bullshit that you've allowed yourself to believe. I did it for years. And knowing what I know now, it is my entire purpose as this body-mind to share that knowing and understanding with as many people in this world as possible. Because it's this knowing of who you really are and what you really are that will allow you and others to have all the love, joy, happiness, peace, and abundance that you can possibly imagine. You will become aware of the possibilities within you and the power, the beauty, the love, the abundance like you can't even imagine. Because if I would ask you who you are after you become aware of this, it will no longer be any kind of label or identifier that you can think of. Because those only limit a person to who they think they are, who they have believed they are, who they've been conditioned to be, and it's not even close to who you really are. I had a conversation with a lady, and the first thing I asked her, I said, "Who are you?" And she went into her spiel and told me her position and what she did for a living. And when I hear and see people, because trust me, I did it for most of my life, limit themselves to only what they think they are and only what they've been told they are, it inspires me and motivates me even more to get the message out to help people understand and know who they really are. Because who you are at your absolute true nature is the only answer that will give you all the love, joy, happiness, peace, and abundance that you've always have been seeking, what you desire, and certainly what you deserve. But who and what you are, there's not a label that comes close to being able to identify who and what you, me, we really are. So, to discover who you really are, or get back to who you really are, consider getting into a daily meditation. Just be open to what I'm saying and just ask yourself, I wonder if that goofy brain really does know something or is aware of something that I'm not in this moment. I don't have any special powers. I've done the work. And now it's my time to share what I have become aware of with you and millions, if not billions of people all over the world. Because it's only when you are aware of who and what you really are will you ever have the life that you desire and deserve.